Danielle back again on Kosherdotcom with another really good dinner recipe for you. This recipe is actually perfect to have like in your pocket sort of to pull out whenever you need, because this recipe is meant to be made, prepped, everything, and stuck in the freezer. That's right, everybody. We're gonna make all the components, we're gonna put it in the freezer, and then on a rainy day or a busy day or a day that you just don't feel like cooking, you pull it out of the freezer in the morning or in the afternoon or whenever, and all you do is throw it in a pan. And boom, you're done. So what we're making is basically like a chicken fajita. We're just gonna do it in parts so that it doesn't mix up in the bag, sort of, in a really smart way. And let's get started. Here we go, we have a bowl of just chicken breast that I sliced up really, really thinly. And we're gonna start with our lime, because they're fajitas and we're going Mexican, and really lime should be a staple in every cuisine. We're just gonna zest this baby up. I actually like to zest face up instead of face down. This way I can see where on the lime I'm zesting, because it's really important when you zest, you don't want to get any of this white pith. You only want the top green layer. That's where all the flavor and the lime oils are, and otherwise you'll get really all of this bitterness, and we don't want it to be bitter, we want it to be delicious. Okay, there we go. We have all the lime zested. We're gonna move on to our spices. Here we go, we have some salt, some pepper, paprika, smoked paprika, cumin. It's really not a lot of cumin. I know people are weary of it. It's just a touch. I promise it won't give it that cumin-y taste. So if you're afraid of it, I promise give it a try. It will just give it that Mexican flavor. Garlic powder, and we're just gonna mix this up. Get everything really incorporated. You see those little green specks everywhere? That's flavor, and that's awesome and delicious. Okay, so now we're gonna put this in the Ziploc bag, but before we do, I wanna separate it from the vegetables so that the lime juice that we put in the vegetables won't affect the chicken. So I just have a piece of saran wrap here that I laid down right here. I just wanna give you guys a really good tip for saran wrap. When you pull it out of the container and you rip it, if you actually hold it straight up with two hands like that vertically, it won't wrinkle. I know that's crazy, but it works. Try it. And just roll it up. There we go. Want to flatten it out a little bit. The flatter your chicken mixture is, the faster it will defrost. Here we go. Have my Ziploc bag. Just gonna stick this in. Boom. What is a fajita really without the vegetables? Basically just sauteed chicken. So we're moving on. Here we go. I got a big bowl. I have some sliced red bell peppers. I'm using different colored veggies, but you can use whatever veggies you have in your house. You can have carrots, sprouts, anything like that. I just happen to have these lying around. Surprise, surprise. I have some purple onion right here. Just gonna add beautiful color. Some jalapenos. If you don't want to add these, leave them out. We like the kick in my house. And scallions, because they're super yum. There we go, get everything in. Now we gotta season these veggies up. So first things first, I have my lime here that I zested for the chicken. I'm just gonna slice that in half. Just gonna give this a really good squeeze. Get out all that juice. It's not too much, it's not gonna make it watery or ice crystally or anything when you freeze it. Just the right amount of acidity. Some pepper, some salt, cumin, garlic powder, paprika, and smoked paprika. I'm just gonna use my hands, get this all incorporated. Alrighty, time to get this loaded into our Ziploc baggie with the chicken. Here we go, I'm just gonna put it in right on top. Just fill it up. You can actually roll this over to make it a little bit easier and widen the opening a drop. There we go, got everything loaded up. Just gonna roll this back over. Close it up, squeezing out as much air as I could. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's get this in the freezer. It's been a long day, everybody. I'm tired. I don't want to cook dinner. It's just not one of those days. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So what did I do? I walked over to my freezer, I pulled out my bag of chicken fajitas that are gonna be homemade and delicious, and all I have to do is stick them in the pot and cook them. So simple. So here we go. I have my mixture. I'm just gonna take out my really easy packet like that I made out of saran wrap of chicken. I'm gonna place it in this bowl, just like that. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to my pot, and I'm just gonna dump in all my vegetables. Right away, you get the smell of the lime and the spices. So good and strong. All right, we're just gonna mix this up until the vegetables soften and brown a little. And what's so great about this dinner, you do not need to add salt. You do not need to add pepper. You don't have to take anything out of anywhere in your kitchen. It's all good to go because we already did everything on a day that we had a little bit more time. Okay, there we go. Look at these vegetables. They're perfect. They softened just enough. They just started to begin to caramelize. Look at that. You see that perfect caramelization there? That's exactly what we want. So we're just gonna take our vegetables and we're just gonna push them to the side, sort of creating like a well in the center. And that's gonna be where we're gonna dump our chicken into. I'm just gonna add the tiniest bit of oil now, just so that the chicken doesn't stick. There we go. We're going to open our saran wrap package here. There we go, there we go. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. And we're just gonna dump our chicken right in. Yes. Okay, so we dumped our chicken right into the middle. I'm just gonna use my wooden spoon to get that chicken cooked, mix it up a little. Once you start to get enough pieces that are cooked like that, we can start slowly incorporating the vegetables in. There we go. So this is fully cooked through. My chicken is cooked, my vegetables are cooked. All the spices and lime work together to make a delicious flavor. The colors are gorgeous. Now it's time to plate this up and eat. We always have rice in my fridge, or it's just constantly being made every day, every other day, things like that. You could totally skip it if you don't have it. We just always have it, so that's what I'm going with. I have a bed of rice. I'm gonna take giant scoops of my fajita mixture. Just lay it right on top. There we go. You can eat this just like this. I like to put on a little garnish, a few cilantro leaves, but that's totally up to you. If you guys don't like cilantro, you could do parsley, you could leave it out. You also don't need to garnish, because who garnishes on a regular weeknight? Not me. You can serve yours just like this. It's totally delicious. Just put it on a plate, mix the rice with the chicken and the vegetables and eat it like that. That's personally how I eat it. Sometimes if I want to make it a little bit more fajita-ish, I grab some corn tortillas and I make them into a proper fajita. So I just put a little bit of rice on the bottom of the tortilla. I grab a spoonful of the chicken and veggie mixture. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, yum. That's it. Look at that. And there you go, an amazing, beautiful fajita. You guys know I like hot sauce, so I'm adding a little bit of hot sauce to mine, but you don't have to. You can eat it how it is. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Look at that. There we go. A beautiful plate of easy fajitas that took 2 seconds to make. It was so fast, so yummy, so delicious, and you just pulled it out of your freezer. All right, everybody, it's time to eat. Here we go. Yes, yes. What? What just happened? For more of these recipes, check out Kosherdotcom. I'll see you next time with another amazing dinner recipe.